So I'm Pascal. I mostly take care of rooms, dev rooms, help a bit around with hotels and all sort of stuff here and there. I've been, I think it's my 8th FOSDEM, so I'm a veteran. Nice? That's what's coming. So I'm Jimmy. I take care of the network. So I coordinate with the ULB and the guys from Cisco who help us out with devices. And I think this must be about my 6th or 7th FOSDEM. I can't remember either. So it's been way too long. Also, that is Philip.
I'm Philip. I'm also known as Trouble, and Trouble is what I do. I do sponsors. I do the I do the hotel bookings with moderate success. This year we have no speakers sleeping under bridges. I'm proud to announce. What else do I do? I did the booklet this year. I did the opening talk. I did the beer event again a long time ago. I also find myself at these Perl scripts, which actually organize the conference. And other than that, I claim on the mailing list. I'm grumpy on IRC, and I point out spelling errors in English and other languages. Stuff I do.
So I'm Tias. I do the lightning talks in this room. I've been planning the new building, the K building. So that's one thing that's totally new this year, is this one building. I hope you found it. Still a bit of an issue. And stands and stuff like that. Okay. So maybe something about the organization. So this is where we have a core staff of about 15 to 20 people. 10 to 15, and we meet once a month, starting from August or something. And everybody works pretty decentralized, has his own task and does it. And voilà. So let's open the ground for the floor for questions. Are there any questions? Stuff that you'd like to know? Yes.
How often do you get new volunteers to help?
Okay. So the question was,
how often do you get new volunteers?
how often do we get new volunteers? You mean to the core stuff?
Yeah. How often? You guys are old. I've seen your faces at a lot of FOSDEM.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, I'm old too, right? And the question is, are you getting new people to help you when they
Are we getting new? I think it's a good moment to invite Daniele. So, yes, actually, this is only my 5th year, and Niels also. So, Daniele, last year he was a volunteer that wore an orange t-shirt, and then this year he joined us in organizing lots of stuff. And Niels is also first year. So yes, but what we do know is that so we're 15 people, but most of the preparation work is done by a lot fewer people, like 3-4, and those are really busy. I mean before, I mean 1 month before FOSDEM, everybody is going full force, and then.
I did a quick count of my mailbox earlier today, and I got a very large number of emails sent in the organization of FOSDEM, and it's a very large number, which I sent and then which other people replied because I'm home. But thousands of emails get sent leading up to FOSDEM, and most of those get sent in the last week when we realized that, oh no, FOSDEM is next week and there's these people expecting a conference. And somehow it works out. But we would like fresh blood though, so if anyone would like to wear an orange t-shirt and be very tired, please see. Yeah.
Do you need to live in Belgium to do that?
No. Definitely not. You can show up as a volunteer, you can just show up at the weekend. Well, you announce yourself on the mailing list first and then just show up and do stuff. We have someone with a list of things that need doing, and we like to put names next to them. And if we have 3 names rather than 1 name, that just is faster.
Now he's talking about volunteers locally only during FOSDEM. And that, I mean, it's just a matter of going to the infos and saying, I want help. and helping out with organizing in advance. There were mostly people who live in Belgium because we like to meet face to face. But I think we have 2 people this year that did not go to meetings, but that did help out a bit. But it's, I mean, yeah, if you go to the meetings, you're quicker in getting it.
I don't think it's essential. So I believe it works without living in Belgium and without meeting face to face. It works as well. And we definitely need to do a much better job. It's the same issue all the time. We need to do a better job at mentoring people who are new and want to join in. It's not easy, especially, you know, it's always too late, and it's the same everywhere. So we definitely need to improve at that. But we would most welcome people who would like to join on the core staff. And the thing is just, it has been working for so well, I'd like to say, for so many years, because, I mean, quite a few of us are really dependable, and we take stuff and we just do it, and it works. So people like that, yes, please help.
Many questions. This gentleman has a question. That one too.
What are your plans on dealing with increasing popularity?
So try again.
Do we have plans?
FOSDEM is getting popular and popular, and the dev rooms are getting smaller and smaller, as it seems. So the design pool pops up a lot.
Yes.
Are there any plans on, I don't know, repeating popular talks or making a
Mandatory euthanasia.
Well, as you know, entrance is free. There is no registration, so we can't stop people from coming. We don't necessarily want to either. But actually, this year we had a lot more room. So we try to do our best with the options we have at the ULB. So we can't expand indefinitely because it becomes more and more difficult for us to handle. But we try our best.
I'm just wondering about repeating, for example, doing a talk on Saturday, then have a slot for an empty room which people can, I don't know, vote on. Let's say, I want to have a repeat on the MySQL story. And fill slots on Sunday to accommodate.
Not a bad idea. So the idea was to have empty slots on Sunday where certain talks could be repeated. Right?
That's an idea.
That's an idea. Okay, the issue is we do get so many requests for dev rooms. We have to turn half of them down. And it's an interesting idea, but that would mean turning down even more projects. So we prefer to give, at least as of now, we prefer to give all the rooms we can. So there's also a point, many people ask us year and year again to have rooms, to have meetings, you know. Obviously everyone is here, so it's a good occasion to meet up and have some discussions. But we mostly prefer to give as many rooms as possible to dev rooms, where they can have planned sessions. It's a choice. It's difficult to handle. We kept 2 rooms for, you know, rather unplanned this year. I hope that's going to work out for many people. But it's a choice. For every room we keep empty, it means one project or a cluster of several projects don't get a room, don't get a place to meet, and it's a difficult choice.
I'm not sure if you were at the opening talk and you heard the gentleman who owns this building, but our relationship with the university has improved a lot in the last couple of years. So we're hopeful that, you know, instead of turning more dev rooms down, we can add some dev rooms. But we do need to have the staff bandwidth to make this run smoothly. We now have this building, shiny new building, far away from here, and somehow we can't just get a building on the other side of the campus and hope it organizes itself. That's mayhem waiting to happen. But if we can get, you know, more rooms near here, some of them are in very bad shape, we can fill any room we have basically. Build it and they will come. But as our relationship with the university improves, we hope to be able to get more and better rooms. But it's always, do we want them? Can we fill them with staff?
But all rooms on this campus that are decent enough we use, and there are 2 ones, or 1 that we might be able to use if they refurbish it. But other than that, actually,
every near here. So there's a number of other buildings around here. You might notice these structures. Either we don't want to be in them, or they're just too inconvenient to use.
There's simply no auditorium.
But yeah, so there are classrooms like this, but maybe without lights.
No, this is actually, there are like classrooms of 10, 15
yeah, well that's that.
well, which is fairly useless as a dev room. Then typically you don't have anything for that. So there are larger rooms. The larger rooms we all have already actually. So that's how we can.
And I mean, everybody has probably seen the headcount in terms of number of talks and hours, and I mean, this is 430 sessions, so this is already beyond insane, and adding more and more and more is going to be ridiculous. So we don't add more talks to break some other record, but because we're able to have more rooms and give more rooms to projects, so that's the purpose, and we do our best. I think it's already quite a lot.
I think even if we were able to add some rooms, I mean, if we grow, then people will request more, and then next year we'll have to turn down even more people. It's always going to be, it's a bit like an arms race. Always we add more, and people will request more. So we're always going to have to disappoint some people. We just try to. Okay, you said that.
More work. Where is your t-shirt, Crystal?
That's just a joke. Any other questions? Okay. So when does the core course start organizing? We have a kickoff in August, and then we just have a barbecue and enjoy ourselves. And then starting from September, we have monthly meetings, usually the first weekend of every month. Yes?
How do you select which dev room you access for?
So the question is about the talks? No, so the question was, how do we select the dev rooms? And maybe you also asked about the talks.
Yeah, how do you select the talks?
So we don't select the talks of the dev rooms. We have a... Well, how do we select the main tracks? Yeah.
Yeah, so about the main tracks, we vote. We have a program committee, we get, I would say, we have to turn down more than half of them, by far, during the call for papers. And we have a team, I think we were four or five people this year, and we vote. What we think is maybe a hot topic or something that could be interesting. We try to avoid repeating the same topics from year to year or the same speakers from year to year. And we try to make it look like we had a plan with tracks. That plays a role a bit in the end when we have evenly scored talks. But yeah, we essentially vote. So it's subjective, definitely. Yeah, that's everything. Now with dev rooms, that's more difficult. It's pretty much the same, voting. Probably a lot of people are unhappy because we don't accept them, but we have to make the choice. As I said, we get twice or 3 times as many requests as we have rooms. Essentially, we tried over the years to make a few dirty moves to reduce the number of rooms that were used by projects. For example, the cross-distribution dev room or the cross-desktop dev room, where we force people to collaborate, which works very well for the cross-distribution, actually. So we try to improve things a bit, but we're always going to disappoint a lot of people, actually. But essentially, it's subjective. We vote in a team to decide which ones. Does that answer your question?
Maybe one more question? So the question was, is the key signing party going to be outside this year?
That's a difficult question. If it's going to snow more, maybe we can find some space underneath in the hallway to Shahan. But as I wrote on the mailing list, I think unless it's snow to significant height, we are outside. But this would be the room where the key signing would be if it was inside, which was requested by Marcus something if he's here somewhere hiding. This is not a room where we can do key signing. It's just because there's other people in the hallways.
We do it here. We did it 4 years ago.
Yes, that's why we went outside. The problem is we have this thing called furniture in the middle of this room and it's in the way. If we could get rid of the furniture, I'm sure we could do it here. But you can't start here and then go around in loops because some people get stuck on the chairs and other people get stuck elsewhere. And then how do you leave in the middle of the party if you want to see the next talk? You can't. So that's why we went outside in the first place.
I propose to do it on the cantina.
Why not? Well, let's just meet here tomorrow so I can chant out the fingerprints. And then let's wander outside and wander somewhere. Follow the large herd of people. And I think we should be outside because it's nice weather. We can have a snowball fight if the keys don't match. And it's fun. We had keys hanging in the snow. I found pictures, I think, from 2004 or 2005 where we were also in the snow. So it's fun out there. It's a real big blue, white room. But yeah, there is an alternative, the bar or the hallway to Shabbat.
I'd like to thank you because I was Thanks for
So we have a 3-minute break, and then the first lightning talk will start. And I'd like to ask you to be a bit social and go join your neighbors towards the center so that more people can sit.